Hello everyone, this is Cher from Cher and Charlie's personal, no not personal, Cher and Charlie's Crafts. I know you guys are waiting for me to make a Christmas wreath, and I will. I've just been terribly busy making cookies for Thanksgiving for my friends, and I have some orders, so that's what I'm doing. So last night I made 2 pounds of butter cookies, and now I hope this thing's on. Yes, I'm going to show you. I made about 2 pounds of lemon cookies, maybe under. So I have a lemon, and I used the lemon zest for the cookies, and now I'm going to show you how I make a lemon glaze. So we're going to cut it in quarters so I can get the lemon juice. So I have a little over a cup. Here's only need a cup of powdered sugar, and you need, I have it here, this is a great recipe, 4 to 5 teaspoons of lemon juice. Okay, the cookies are already done, and we're going to glaze them. So we're just going to kind of wing it for the 4 or 5 tablespoons. And this, of course, is from Dollar Tree. This lemon squeezer. I'm just going to kind of play with it until I think it's enough. That's why I put a little extra. All right, let me cut this one. Careful not to cut my... All right, that may be enough. We're going to check it. Let me get a spoon. Should have had it already. This is kind of a... So all you need is lemon juice until it makes a nice thick, not too thick. Now this is too thick, so we're going to need a little more. This is too thick, see? We're going to need more lemon juice. That's all you need for this lemon glaze. Put some more in here, and I'm going to try to do the Christmas wreath. I think we're going to need more than that. And like I said, I used the zest of the lemon into the cookies, and I will post the recipe for you guys for the lemon cookies. They are fabulous. I got an order for these, so you know they're good. This is my daughter's friend's favorite cookies I make. All right, I think we got this. So I'm going to say maybe instead of just like going by the tablespoon, this might be a little too thin. Nothing like fresh lemon. All right, so this may be too thin. See, that's a little too thin. So all you have to do, of course, is add a little more powdered sugar. So we're going to add a little more powdered sugar. I just had news today. Say a prayer for my cousin Jen. She's in the hospital. They think she's allergic to seafood. So I'm kind of worried about her today. So keep her in your prayers, please. Okay, so I add a little more. And the consistency is not too thick, but not too thin. You want like a glaze consistency. And try to get all the lumps out of the powdered sugar, because you don't want lumps on your cookies. It's a dreary day today. My back is killing me. All right, this could be enough. Let me see. All right, maybe a little more powdered sugar. Not much more, just a little. You want it? That's could be it. I was baking all day last night, and then afternoon into the evening, and I got to get these done before Thanksgiving. And what you can do when you make your cookies is get baggies, large baggies, and freeze them. Now these glazed are going to be a little more difficult. So what I do is I glaze them and let them sit about 3 hours to dry and and they're like stiff on the cookies, like a nice firm, a little bit more, nice firm glaze, a little bit more, not much. And then after they're nice and hard, then you take your cookies, and I'm going to put them in baggies, or I'm going to put them in Tupperware facing up with parchment paper in between, and freeze them until I take them to, there we go, that's fine, just like that. Okay, be back. Okay, so right now we are in my living room, dining room, in my special crafting chair. These are the lemon cookies that I made last night, and I will give you the recipe. This is the glaze that I just made. I'm letting it settle a little bit. So what I have here is, this is an old, I got this from Dollar Tree. It's a nice big plate. I think I got it about 2-3 years ago, and I use it to put cookies out if I ever have company, which is rare. Okay, or if I want to take some cookies over to somebody's house. Okay, now, so let's get started. So you take your cookie and you just kind of dip it and turn it. And I can see right now you can't see what I'm doing. So give me a sec and I'll fix it. Let me see if this light would make it better. This isn't the best light. Let me try and see if that'll help. Yeah, I think it will. It's a terrible, this is a Thomas Edison bulb. All right, so you dip it and kind of twist it a little bit, kind of like the apples, the caramel apples, and then lay them down, and we're going to wait for these to, I'm not going to do ice every single cookie. So what I do is, the ones that I'm taking to my friend who ordered them at Thanksgiving, I am going to just take what she wants, and then I'll freeze the rest of the cookies. They're a beautiful cookie, aren't they? And when I am having company or I want to give a gift, I simply pull the cookies out of the freezer, and I make a little bit. It's so easy to make this glaze. In fact, you can even put this in the refrigerator if you don't use it all. Just give it a little twirl. Let me tell you, I wish so bad I could give you guys some of these cookies. I would. I really would. They are so delicious. Inside of them, the main trick with the recipe is when you take your sugar, I believe it's 3/4 cup of white sugar, I think it's 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. That's about a whole lemon. And what you do is, you have to take your hands like this and rub the sugar and the zest together. It's a very important step to get that delicious lemon taste inside the cookie. I didn't realize it, but they were right, because I had made them one time before and I didn't stress it too much. I just kind of whisked it together, stirred it together, and I could tell the difference. Okay, so I'm going to do like half of these, and that'll be plenty to take for... So Thanksgiving is when I'm going to go and bring her the cookies. And what I'm going to do is, guys, in case I didn't tell you, my daughter is going away to Texas to visit friends and have Thanksgiving dinner, and she asked me to watch the dogs, which without a doubt, I said yes, because I'm not really into the holiday. I know it's awful. I'm not into the holidays anymore. I kind of lost interest about 4 or 5 years ago when I got sick. I don't know. I don't have the energy I had, or the stamina, the mental, I don't know. I'm sad to say that, but it's true. But I still love to do for people. I love to bake. I love to take things over. My daughter knows how I am, both daughters. They know I'll avoid any kind of gathering. I used to love it, but not anymore. And what I do is I bake, or I make their favorite thing. Whatever they ask me to do, I'll do for them. And that's what I enjoy about the holidays. And then I like backing out of the picture. Okay, so there you go. Another one. I have quite a bit of cookies, guys. Look, still a lot left. I didn't realize this made such a nice batch of cookies. The last time I made them was like 2 weeks ago. No, it was more than 2 weeks ago. I forget. And for Jennifer, and do a few more, and then I'm going to, whoops, I'll freeze the rest. So you see, you still have a lot of glaze. So this is just a little over a cup of glaze, and it's perfect. If the glaze kind of falls off the cookie too much, then you may have to add more powdered sugar. But so far, these are looking okay. I could have probably thickened it up a little more, but this will work. So anyway, I'm going to go the 22nd, I think I go to the pulmonary to find out about my fibrosis of the lungs that I got from the medicine I was on. And then the 23rd, I'm going to go stay with the dogs until the 27th. So we're going to have fun. I'm going to probably take them to the park. And I think I'm going to make a little bit of a Thanksgiving dinner for us. Okay, I think that's plenty. Hold on, and I'll pull the camera up and show you. And the rest, like I said, I'm going to freeze them. I'm still not used to this thing. There you go. Aren't they beautiful? Let me put them up to you at the camera. They're all glazed, and they're staying on just the way I want them. I could have been a little bit thicker. It doesn't matter. They're still delicious. So these are for Jennifer. I think I'm going to try to squeeze in, and her brother Billy, a little more. He loves these cookies, loves them. He's going to be thrilled. She said that I'm making these and bring them over. So Thanksgiving Day, I'll be with the dogs. And then in the evening, I'm going to go to Jennifer's for like an hour and a half. I don't like leaving the dogs very long, especially Bronx, because he's like a terror. He'll get into everything. Okay, so that should do it. And I will be back on in a second. We're going to just let these get... let the icing dry on here, and I'm going to put the rest of these cookies and bag them in the freezer. And I already made my butter cookies. I have them in the freezer. I think I'll put a picture up in case you guys didn't see them. If you want, you can take a little bit of lemon zest and put it on the top, but I just don't do that. I don't know. You can, just to make a nice decorative statement that this is lemon, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, I will be back. I don't know if the recording was on or not. I am so blind. Let me see. If I may have went into the kitchen and this was still running. Probably. I'm sorry, people. Anyway, I bagged up the lemon cookies, and this is what I do. I put them in a Ziploc bag that I get from Dollar Tree, and I put lemon and the date, which is November 15th, 22, and they're good for, I would say, a month or longer, and I'm not kidding you. If you want, but I'm going to use these pretty fast, so I'm not worried about it. If you're worried, then what you can do is you can double bag them, and they'll go 2 months. I'm not kidding you, and they'll be perfectly fresh, just like if you freeze bread, you know. So that's what I do. And if it was still running, oh well, you know how I am. These are the butter cookies I made, which I have in the freezer, and 2 pounds. These are 2 pounds, and they're all different beautiful colors. I'll put a picture. These are the best butter cookies ever, and so easy to make. I don't know why people say mine tastes different, but I don't do anything different. So these are going to go to Mom, Olivia's mom. and she has been asking me. I made her, I'm going to say about 7-8 batches of cookies. She just is addicted, and I'm thrilled because she's like my mom. Okay, I am going to give you the recipe for my lemon cookies. I'm going to first tell you what you will need to make them, and then I'm going to go over the process. The lemon glaze, I went over with you. 4 to 5 tablespoons lemon juice. I like using real lemon, but you can use the bottled lemon. And 1 cup of powdered sugar, and you do what I did. Mix until you get that glaze consistency. What you're going to need is 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, 1 cup of unsalted butter. Now, I only had a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter and a 1/2 cup of regular butter. It worked out fine, but I guess you should use unsalted butter, but I don't see any difference in the taste or the texture. What happened here to my table? I think I need a new table. Okay, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, what you need to do is preheat your oven to 350, and then the first thing you're going to do is whisk in a bowl your flour. I already gave you the amounts. Your flour, your baking powder, and your salt. Put that aside. In another small bowl, you're going to take your sugar. I gave you the amounts. And this is very important. And the lemon zest. 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. And you take the time to mix it together, but take your hands and rub it. Rub the zest into that sugar. It makes a huge difference. Take the time to do that. Now, in my mixer bowl, which I use the large mixer, I forget the name of the KitchenAid, I put my pound of butter and the sugar with the lemon zest, and beat it until it's light and fluffy, and then add your 1 egg and the vanilla and beat until smooth. Once you do that, you put your mixer on low speed and slowly beat in the dry ingredients, which I do. I take a little bit at a time. I'll stop and start until it's blended. Don't over blend it. Just get it till it's blended together, everything's incorporated, and that's it. Okay, and I always, because I sold cookies for 3 years, use parchment paper. I don't have the best baking pans. Parchment paper is it, okay? So I lay that down, and in order, you know how it's rolled up? Here's a little tip. On your baking sheet, take a little sprinkles of water, and then lay down your parchment, and it sticks. And it really is a neat little trick that works for me. Okay, and then you bake the cookies at 350. Now, this is the thing. This, for some reason, you bake at 350, and I tried baking it at the time it said, and I don't know if it's my stove or what. I would start at 9 minutes and check them. If they're firm and you don't want them too dark like some of mine are, you pull them out. Just make sure they're cooked. They don't have to be dark brown, because if they're dark brown, it's probably really brown underneath the cookie. So I would start at 9 minutes and check them. This said 14. No, I'm sorry. I don't think any oven would go 12 to 14 minutes. Try 9 and check them. If you need another minute, fine. But I would start with 9 minutes and pull them out, and then I cool them overnight. And I put them in a Tupperware container and cooled them overnight. After they were cool, I put them in the Tupperware. And now you saw what I did to make the glaze: a cup of powdered sugar or a little more, and your lemon juice. And I would just keep going. Add your lemon juice. What is with this table? Add your lemon juice until you know for sure that it's at the right consistency, and that's it. And let me tell you, guys, these cookies are phenomenal. And like I said, if you want to take a little bit of lemon zest, no problem, and you want to put a little bit on the top to say this is a lemon cookie, do it. I just don't feel like doing that. I have to make a whole batch of chocolate chips right now, and most of them are going to go to my grandson because it was his birthday on the 10th, and I forgot that I had to make him chocolate chips. So I have to start them in a little bit. So now, getting to the Christmas wreath. The only wreath worm I have at the moment is the wired. And so we're probably going to have to use that. My preference is the twig wreath. My sister-in-law, Carol, has some for me, but I have to wait for her to deliver them to me. God bless her. If it weren't for her, I couldn't even do this. But I have a design that I want to use to make the wreath. Based on the things I have so much Christmas stuff. So I'll be doing that, and it's going to be a giveaway. And so I hope everyone watches and says the word wreath. And if they say the word wreath in the comments, they'll be in for the giveaway. Okay, thank you, Charlie. I'm going to be having a lot of video next week with him in Bronx. And just pray I get through that week. It's the 23rd to the 27th. God bless you, and I'll see you soon to do the wreath. Take care. I'll pray for you, and please pray for me.